So should I? All right. So thank you, Nitin Bhai. Pranam and Jai Jinendra. Hope everyone is doing well and is safe and is in good health. On behalf of Anekan Community Center, I welcome you all for joining this virtual yoga, pranayam, and meditation event at a very short notice. Please note that we will have these sessions every Thursday at the same time. This event is organized by Anekan Community Center, and those who do not know SEC, the Anekan Community Center is a non-profit organization established in 2005, working very hard to improve health of its members and residents of Southern California. ACC also performs various humanitarian tasks and does by Anekan Community Center. And those who do not know, I think there is an echo. Community Center is a non-profit organization established in 2005, working very hard to improve health of its members and residents of Southern California. ACC also performs various humanitarian tasks. This is medical camps across the globe headed by Dr. Let me introduce the instructors of this yoga and meditation sessions. Dr. Pranav Shah, a psychiatrist and a wellness champion, who is a board certified psychiatrist from North Tustin, California, practicing medicine since 1989. And Mrs. Parul Shah, who teaches yoga, mind and body fitness. I sincerely thank you both for conducting this very important yoga and meditation sessions, which can help improve health and well-beings when practiced. My sincere gratitude to the sponsors of this event, Sarvamangal Family Trust, Manubai and Rikaben Shah. I also need to thank the technical team, Sapan Doshi and Diman Vora, for managing the audio video system so that we all could enjoy this event. Thank you all and enjoy. Nitin Bhai, you can take from here on to continue.
Thank you very much, Mahesh Bhai. Namaste. Welcome, everybody. Before we start our session, what has prompted us to put this together? No surprise, it is the pandemic. We're all home, getting a little frustrated, maybe stressed, and don't know where to go, what to do. So we thought we will get Dr. Shah and Mrs. Shah couple and get 3 in 1. One, we get some advice from psychiatrist. 2, we get yoga instruction. And 3, do some meditation. We hope you will enjoy time with us. We are looking forward to your participation. Remember, we're all here, we're going to do this. But who are the most important people? You all. If you don't join, it's only 5 of us doing it. So, and we will love questions and also comments. Feel free to keep them coming to our way. With that, since we don't have too many questions, and I think it's very easy question right now to ask psychiatrist Dr. Pranav Shah, I am very stressful. What can I do? Can you help us? So we will start with that and then move on to yoga and end with meditation. With that, welcome you, Dr. Pranav. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I would put
Oh, yeah.
it's all on there. I couldn't put it.
Pranavai, you're on.
Oh, it doesn't matter. We change it to.
Sapan, are they mute? No, I'm not following that. Pranavai,
It's just removed from the meeting.
is he hearing me?
Please ask her to join through an account.
Pranav,
People know that?
No, he's telling me. Just say an account.
Sapan, is there any way to? We're trying to. Yeah.
Just say an account.
Sapan, is there any way to? Pranavai, can you hear us? Trying to. Pranavai. Yeah. I don't think they are hearing Sapan.
Hello?
We are waiting for you, Pranavai.
Oh, we didn't see anything. So.
Oh, I already said a few minutes ago that Dr. Shah, well, maybe you didn't hear. All right. Can you hear me on the Zoom call?
Oh,
No.
no. Okay.
Sapan?
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to change one thing.
Yeah, I can hear your voice now, Pranavai. I don't think they are hearing Sapan.
Wait, if I put it on here now instead?
Well, maybe you didn't hear. All right. Can you hear me on the Zoom call?
Oh,
No.
no. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to change.
Another minute, and if that doesn't work, we will start with some yoga, and you might be stuck with my style of yoga. In the meantime, if there is any questions upon that you have received, if you can pass it on to me, I'll be willing to answer. To the best of my knowledge, I think you do pranayam after yoga, but we will certainly clarify with Parul-ben. But the way...
Okay, now we can hear you. And you
All
can
right, go ahead, Pranavbhai. We've lost some time that you will catch up. So you got about... Oh.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to thank you, Nitin Bhai, for
and
asking
Mahesh
us
Bhai and
Manu Bhai for having us be part of this wellness society and community, because I think it's just so important for all of us to feel connected at this time. I know it's kind of a difficult time, and it's just nice that we could all be here together and connect and bring some movement into our bodies and then bring some stillness into our minds. So
just to introduce ourselves, I'm Pranav Shah.
I'm a psychiatrist and a wellness teacher, and also a meditation student and practitioner for many years.
And hi, I'm Parul Shah, and of course, his other half.
My better half.
I have a master's in health administration, but really what I do right now is mostly teach yoga and fitness, but really according to what the person needs that day. So it's, it's really something that's mind-body related.
So we've been living in very strange times, completely unprecedented. Nobody has seen it in our lifetimes, and it is really stressful. And it's not just a medical pandemic; it's also a psychological crisis in so many ways. And what I'm seeing in my practice, for example, is a huge increase in people with anxiety, insomnia, depression. All of that, and that's completely natural when you consider what we are living through. To add to that, over this last week, we have seen social unrest break out in this world, in our country, and it is very unnerving at times, and we don't know where we are going with all this. So
it also evokes a lot of different feelings inside us, whether it's anger or sadness or confusion. And sometimes we just need a way and a place to kind of come back to a more place of balance. And again, that's what we're hoping that this can help you with.
So sometimes it feels like our life has been kind of torn apart into 1,000 pieces, and we don't know how to put it all back together. Some of you may have lost jobs, some of you may have people living in New York or other areas where it is much more prevalent. Some of you may have lost family or friends to COVID. So it is overall very, very difficult to deal with all this that's going on. And some of you may be living alone, and that can be very difficult, not to have family, not to be able to visit family and friends constantly. So it is, and fear is a very natural response to such threats. When we don't know what is going on, when we lose control over our lives, or at least it feels like we have lost control, fear is a biological response that we have to such events. And anxiety follows that fear, because we kind of feel out of control. We don't know what we're going to do, how we're going to survive, what is going to happen next. So fear and anxiety are very natural responses to what is going on.
And I think part of what we can start to understand and realize that as we have no control, as we can see during this time, that we actually do have some control over our own thoughts and our own actions. And that's something that we need to remember, that we actually do have control over that.
So, you know how if any of you have done a jigsaw puzzle, you know that the first step in putting together a jigsaw puzzle is to find the 4 corner pieces, right? That then starts you off. This is not very dissimilar. So the way to put our lives back together, you have to look at the 4 corner pieces of health, which are basically sleep, activity, social connection, and food, diet. So healthy food. And when you take care of these 4 corner pieces, then things begin to fall into place.
And I think we were hoping to actually go into more of those 4 corner pieces, but I know we'll be here for more weeks to come. And I think what we'll try and do is right now just set those 4 corner pieces and explain that these are the 4, and we'll go into each one as we continue with our weeks. And again, I know we lost some time today, so I'm not sure if you want to spend too much more time on this. You can decide.
I'm just going to say one thing, so if you learn to take care of those 4 things in your life, make sure that you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Make sure that you are active, throughout the day in some form or another. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to exercise formally, but just kind of be active, move your body throughout the day. Eat healthy food. There are a lot of Indian foods that are anti-inflammatory, turmeric being the best one. Make sure that you're eating healthy food every day. And then social distancing does not have to mean, it just means physical distancing, right? But you still want to stay in touch with your family, your friends, as much as possible, maybe over Zoom meetings, telephone call, whatever you're comfortable with. Make sure that you stay in touch with family and friends, because that is really important for our emotional health. Okay, I think yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and start. I think what we're going to try and do is introduce a breathing technique every week, and I'm going to stay with this one for a few weeks. And the reason we picked this one is it really helps to calm and balance the mind, and I think all of us need that right now. It also, we're going to send out a little sheet that explains all the benefits of Anuloma Viloma or alternate nostril breathing. There's various terms for the same thing. And again, it kind of connects the right side of the brain with the left side. It connects the creative and the logical parts of our brains. It also cleanses the lungs and the organs. And I think especially we can just go ahead and get started because we can't find the sheet on what it is. So as I explained what it is already. Again, it's very, very calming, very balancing, and really helps you be present. So let's go ahead and start off right now. So we're going to go ahead and start with Gyan Mudra on your left hand. So your thumb and your index finger will be together, and you'll just lay that gently on your leg. And remember, all of what we're doing right now can be done on a chair. So if you're on a chair, please stay on the chair. That's very comfortable for you. And even later, we'll show movements that you can do from the chair. And in the other hand, you'll bring the first two fingers down, and you'll be using your thumb and your ring finger. Okay? So your thumb will stay close to the nostril right now. Just leave it there. Don't do anything more. And just take a nice deep breath. And you want the breaths to be nice, long, and deep breaths. You can close your eyes while you do this or stay open for the first few. Inhale through the nose and let the belly really fill. Feel the belly push outwards. Inhale. And then close the right nostril and exhale out of the left nostril. Stay there and inhale through the left nostril. Close both nostrils and then exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Close the right, open the left, and exhale. Inhale here. Close, exhale to the right. Stay and inhale. Close, exhale to the left. Stay and inhale. Close, exhale to the right. Just do a few more. Inhale. Close, exhale to the left. And one more. Inhale. Close, exhale to the left, the right. Sorry. And then just bring your hands back onto your lap. Just close your eyes and just take a moment to see how you feel. Maybe a little calmer, a little more present. It's also a great technique to help us get ready for our meditation. And when you're ready, you're going to open your eyes, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our yoga stretch, yoga movement. Please do have a chair close by. Pranayam is going to be on a chair, so he'll show you what you can do if you're using a chair. So this is the difficulty.
She thinks of me as a senior, so I'm going to be sitting down on the chair and doing the senior yoga.
This is a little difficult, really wanting to help all kinds of people with different concerns. And please do text and email and let them know what really works best for you after we're done today and give us suggestions. So again, we're going to go ahead and get a chair for Pranav, and we'll go ahead and get started. And in general, yoga, one of the Yoga Sutras means to be present, to be in the now. And the other Yoga Sutra means to be quiet the mind, to let go of all the modifications that happen in our minds, the thoughts we have from yesterday or 10 minutes ago, or what we're going to make for dinner, or the thoughts from later on. And we forget to be here right now in the present, which is really where life exists, is now. So let's just take this moment, lengthen the spine. We really want to see if you're on the ground. If you can sit on a pillow, this tilts the pelvis down and helps you to straighten out the spine versus being. So lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, close the eyes for a moment, take a deep breath again through the nose, and slowly let it go out of the nose. In this next inhale, you're going to lift the arms up to the sky, really reaching an inhale, lengthen the side body. You can even gaze up to stretch the neck. And then exhale, bring the elbows down, press the elbows back and bring the palms upwards a little bit and lift the heart and chest. You're stretching into the chest, into your armpits, into the upper lower back, and then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands forward. And then notice a few things. You might have rounded up. So drop the shoulders back and down. And then you're going to open the palms and then close them and grab the thumbs. So let's just do that a few times. And this is really starting to work into your finger joints, starting to work on any of the little, working all day on the computer, on the phone. This is going to help out with those joints there. Couple more. And then stay in a fist, but keep it nice and soft. We're not crunching it. We're just nice and soft. And rotate the hands one way, working into your wrist joints, and then you'll go the other way. Notice my arms are not moving. It's just the wrist moving at one time versus the entire hand. So let's do that a few times on each side and the other way. And again, this goal is to really just bring some movement into our lives, into our body. And then turn the palms up and bring the fingertips onto your shoulders. Touch the elbows together, stretching the upper back. And then inhale, lift the elbows all the way up and bring them all the way back and around and tap it in. And up and around and tap it in. Let's do one more. Lift it up and then press it back, open the chest and come back. Let's do a few more the other way. So this time you'll drop the elbows down, lift them up and back and bring it in and down, up and back and bring it in. Bring the elbows out to the side and drop the elbows down towards your waist. Turn the palms out and you're going to press out. And you're really going to turn the fingertips up to the sky as you're pressing the wall and bring it back in, touch your shoulder. And press it out and bring it in and press. You're getting into elbow joints, into wrist joints, working on your side body. Let's do one more. And press and inhale. Bring the right hand onto the back. So you're going to bring your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to the right elbow, and press the elbow back, and then you're going to lean over to one side. So here we're stretching into our triceps, into our lats. Open up the heart and chest. You want to gaze upwards. We don't want to look down here. You want to lift the heart and lift up, and then come back to center. Keep this right hand on the side of the head. Relax the shoulders. And then gently bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Just feel the stretch on the side of the neck. Bring the hand behind the head and gently bring the chin down towards the chest. Again, a little extra stretching in the neck. And come back to center. Inhale, both hands back up. And the left hand will come down, right hand to the elbow. Do the same thing. Open the elbows outwards and back and then reach it to the right side. Good. And then turn your body to gaze upwards. Long spine. And back to center. Release the right hand down. left hand to the side of the head, and gently bring the left ear to left shoulder. And again, if we're working on a computer or just sitting in a chair, this really helps to release any tension. And then a hand behind the head, chin to chest. And come back to center and release. And we're just going to bring both hands forward and just interlace the fingers and round the upper back, stretching into the low back, around right, good, chin to chest. Bring the hands back behind you, press the knuckles down, and lift the heart and chest up. And release. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove the pillow that I'm on. And we're going to continue working. So again, we're going to have different levels, and we're just going to adjust accordingly. So your hands are going to be back behind you, fingertips are facing your body, and your elbows are squeezing in together.
So come towards the front of the chair if you're sitting in a chair, so that you have room to put your arms behind you.
Perfect. And then maybe you'll just lift a little, or maybe you'll lift all the way up into a reverse tabletop. This is lengthening the spine, lengthening your quads, stretching into your shoulder joints. And then look at the knees. Go ahead and sit back down if you're on a chair, and take the left ankle onto the right thigh. And I'm going to sit down, and you're going to stay seated. And then bring your chest forward, open up the heart forward, and you'll feel a great stretch into that left hip and left glute. Great. One more deep breath. And I'm going to lengthen the right leg and bring that left leg over, and you're going to straighten out the spine. Take your right hand to the outside, and you're going to do a little twist. So lengthen the spine first, twist to the belly button first, and then the chest, shoulders, and then the neck. And it's like you're wringing out a towel. You're really massaging and wringing out those inner organs. It's great for digestion as well, for diabetes. And come back to center and release. We're going to bring both legs back down in front of us. And again, your fingertips are facing the body, elbows in, and press back up. Inhale. Lengthen the spine, stretch the shoulders, the quads, and then the right ankle will be on the left. And you'll go back and sit down again. So go back to your hip stretch. Make sure that this foot is flexed on both sides because your knee wants to be protected. And chest comes forward, gaze up if you want, and feeling a stretch into the hips. Hard to see because I have black on black, so here we go. And release, bring the right leg back. And we're going to work on our core, our abs a little bit here. So the same thing, you're going to drop your left leg down if you're on a chair. Okay, put your left leg down. And then you can, if you're on the ground with me, you're going to lean back and lift the legs. And then exhale, press it in. Inhale, lengthen. Right? And if you're on a chair, you can just lift one leg at a time even, if you want, and that works as well, right? And exhale, and inhale, and exhale. So you'll just switch side to side legs. And exhale. If you really feel bold today, you can release the arms and do the same thing. Inhale and squeeze it up. And inhale, squeeze it up. A couple more. And squeeze, and then just hold it here. Bring both knees into the chest. Bend the knees, bring it in. Yep, hold. Deep breath. And release. And we'll come on to all fours. So here on all fours, we're going to press the palm. We're going to go into cat and cow. We can do the cat and cow on a chair as well. So we'll do that together.
So just follow me. People who are sitting on the chair, just follow what I'm doing.
Couple things to remember here, though. We're not sinking into the ground. We're actually pressing out of the ground. You're not trying to hurt the wrist here. We're actually using the core to lift you up. So here you're going to drop the belly, lift the tailbone up, and let the chest come up and gaze up and inhale. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, round the back, bring the chin to chest. And then take a moment here and feel your breath following the spine. Like actually close your eyes for a moment and feel that breath moving through the spine as you go through the cat and cow. One more deep breath here.
So when you're looking up and expanding your chest, you're breathing in.
Yep.
And then you suck your stomach in and breathe out.
And breathe out. And then we're going to bring the right hand straight forward. I'm going to reach the front of, and my left leg straight back. So you can bring your right hand up to the sky and left leg straight up. So bring that right hand up. Yeah, perfect. And you're just going to balance for a moment. Hold it here. So for those who want a little bit more again today, bring your hand down and maybe do a few push-ups. Otherwise, just stay where you are in balancing. If you're doing push-ups, let's just do one more. And we're going to switch. Other hand comes out, reach. Other leg comes out. Remember, your legs are straight, it's pressing back. Arm is pressing forward. We're not lifting any hips. We're keeping really nice and straight. And if you're doing some push-ups here, you're going to continue with your push-ups, elbows pressing back. Otherwise, stay where you are with balance. And it's strengthening the core. It's strengthening the spine. It's a beautiful pose right now. One more deep breath. And release. And eventually we want to teach Surya Namaskar. So we're going to teach a Chaturanga. And we'll start here, and seated you'll be able to do something similar. You're going to bring your knees behind the hips and your hands underneath the shoulders. And then you'll lean slightly forward, so your hips are coming down towards the mat. Okay, you're going to bend the elbows towards your body, so not out to the side, but towards your ribs, and then come all the way down, floating where your chin and your chest come down together. And then you're going to slide forward into a cobra. So in cobra, your hands are next to your armpits, elbows to your sides, toes are down, and lift the heart and chest. Take a deep breath. So if you're in cobra here, bring your hands to your thighs, press your elbows in, there you go. Inhale for cobra, beautiful. And release. I'm going to do a stretch for the upper back. Bring your hands to the back of the head, okay? And then you're going to lift. You're going to come straight. Yeah, bend forward. And then lift the elbows up high. Yep. Tuck the belly in tight. Lift the head and chest. If you can do more, you'll lift the legs. This is Salambasana. It's a locust pose, and it's strengthening the entire back body, front body, your upper back. Remember, drop the feet whenever you need to. Take another deep breath. Lift the elbows a little higher. One more. And release the hands to the ground. Lift up back to all fours. And exhale into a child pose. Just bring your hips down. Let your head come to the ground. Relax for a moment. And take a breath. Just listening to your heartbeat. Listening to your heartbeat. Listening to the rhythm of your breath. And then we're going to go into a downward dog. So I've come up with a downward dog for chair as well. So for here, we're going to bring our hands out. We're going to turn our toes under and lift the hips up. Knees come off the ground. Your chest comes towards the thighs. And then you're going to press the hips up and back, and your heels are coming towards the ground. And then you're going to press the palms into the mat as if you're pressing the mat away from you. And then for here, you're going to bring your hands up, chest open, bring your chest open, and press your palms forward as if you're pressing a wall. And you'll get a great stretch in the back of the thighs, just like in downward dog.
So extend your legs forward.
And bring the heels down.
Bring the heels down, and then press with your arms, with your palms.
And you're pressing the belly in towards the back. Your neck is long. Take another deep breath. And then bend the knees a little bit and walk the feet back in. And come into a forward bend, bringing the hands all the way to the ground. Lift the hips, forehead towards the shins. Take a deep breath. And then inhale just halfway up. Press the chest forward. Spine is nice and straight. And then we're going to go into a chair pose. So you're going to bend the knees, press the heels down, and lift the arms up to the ears. If it's
I'm already in a chair pose.
Yes, exactly. But you can also use a chair. If you're standing, you can still use a chair. And if you're sitting, you can just lift off the chair just an inch and stay there. Hands can be forward, hands can be up, whatever feels better for your shoulders. And hold it low and squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the legs together. Take another deep breath. And then inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring your hands back to the side. Good. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath. You're going to stand in Tadasana, which is great posture. So we'll just teach that for a moment. Toes will be slightly turned inwards. You're pressing through all four corners of the feet. And then take the outer hips and slightly turn them inwards. Okay. The tailbone, instead of pressing outwards, is going to tuck under. Your ribs, instead of being out, will be tucked in. So you have a straight spine, shoulders, hip, knee, and ankle.
So if you go from, if you stand, your ears, your shoulders, your hip, and your ankles should all be in a straight line.
It's actually work. Standing is work. It's not just relaxing and hanging out, but there's actually work to standing, engaging your whole body.
But at the same time, if you stand like this, it actually tires you out less because there's less pressure on your spine.
Yeah.
So you can stand for longer times if you're standing correctly.
You're using the whole body versus just the spine or one leg or a hip. So it's really a full body work when we're standing correctly. So just take another breath here. And we're going to go into a balancing pose, which will be tricky on a chair, but you can use a chair for sure. So here we go. Inhale, lift it straight up, reach to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands together. You can do this part on the chair if you want, right? And you're going to exhale to the right, really stretching into the side body. So you're going to really, really reach and stretch it to the side. And then turn this right armpit, the bottom one, upwards. If it's too much, bring the right hand down to the side and support yourself. You can bring that right hand down and support yourself. As you inhale again, you're going to lift that right knee up. Lots of options here. Hands can be on the hips. Hands can be on a chair, right? So this side. And we're going to start working some muscles in the legs that really help to protect your knees. So from here, you're going to just lift up and down. So lift and then you can bring your hands down a little bit so you relax the shoulders. And then up and down for 5 and 4. Notice my knees coming up and down. 3, working hip flexors. 2 and 1. Hold it there and lengthen the leg. And then up and down again, getting into triceps. So bring the arms to the side and lift for 5. Notice my leg is straight. And 4 and 3. Try to keep the leg straight if you can. And 2 and 1. Keep that leg up. Hands can be on your hips right now. Keep the leg up. Rotate your ankles. Work into your ankle joints. We forget about our ankles and our feet that are really important. They keep us standing. Maybe crunch the toes and point them. Beautiful. And then bend the knee again. You're going to turn that leg out. Okay. So you can keep the leg on the ground, and that's totally fine. You can hold onto a chair and do this, but make sure the foot is not on the knee. It needs to be below the knee or all the way above the knee or on the ground. And then you're going to stay here for a moment. Watch this hip. If it's sticking out, squeeze it back in. Yeah. And then you can either decide to stay like that or just bring your hands to heart. Hands can be on the hips. Just quiet the mind. If you're on the chair, you can just maybe lift one leg up and just hold it there and balance. Yeah. And then find the energy from the earth and let that energy rise through the foot all the way up into the body and maybe even lift the arms up to the sky. Remember, lots of options. Hold on if you need. Keep the hand down if you need. You know what to do for you. Beautiful, you guys. Just focusing, quieting the mind. Bring the hands back to heart. Release the knee forward and release. And shake the other leg out a little bit because, we were on the ankle. We worked the ankle, we worked the calf. And we'll do the other side. Here we go. Left knee lifts and up and down. So it's down and up and down and up and 2 more. And down. Make that leg straight. And bring the heels and up and down. Again, you're working on the quad. You're working on your hamstrings. You're working on hip flexors. Keeping the spine long. And you're working on your abs too. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it up. Hands to hips. And rotate the ankles. Beautiful. Other side. Crunch the toes, point the toes, just really work into that ankle joint, toe joint, and bend the knee. Bring it out. Make sure the hips are always facing forward. You don't want to turn the body to the side. The knee can stay slightly forward, doesn't matter. And then you decide which was best for you today. Remember, this is about listening to your body and doing what's right for you. And hands to heart or hips or holding on to someone or a chair. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy rising through the foot and then reach the arms all the way up or just stay where you are. Find a focal point, really helps you balance. One more deep breath. And then gently bring the hands back to center. Release that leg to the front, press it open, and let it go. And shake it out. And I know we have very little time, so I'm just going to come back to the ground. If you're on the chair, you'll stay on your chair. So let me go ahead. And if you're wanting to do a little extra, you can just do a little squat here and bring the forehead to the knee to round up, and then go back to seated. I'm going to go ahead and roll ourselves down to the mat and get ourselves ready for the meditation. So we'll start here with our feet in front of, let's do one quick thing. I just want to make sure the inner thighs were stretched out. So just gently just press the feet together, just lift the chest, open up the inner thighs. If you're sitting on a chair, you can bring both feet up onto the chair, and that's also work. And let's go ahead and release it down. So here we go. I'm going to turn this face up, hit the chair, and just come onto the ground. So your legs are just going to be right on top of the hips. So just open the arms, and then exhale, squeeze everything in. I want you to squeeze the legs and then squeeze the thighs into the belly, and exhale, forehead to the knee. And this is Apanasana. It's really great for bloating. It's great for diabetes. It's great for, again, massaging the organs. So let's just do that one more time. Squeeze it in, forehead up, and release. And open up the arms in a T. Let the legs come down and just gently roll it to one side and gaze to the other. And take a deep breath and let the body relax. Relax the hips and the belly. Relax the feet. And then come back to center. Take a moment to align the body before you turn the legs to the other side and gaze the other way. Again, take a deep breath and let the belly relax and the hips and the low spine. You can just do a twist. So actually, if you're seated another way, you can just bring one leg up and just kind of twist it. Try that.
Really?
Yeah, try that one. Yeah. Twist that way, yeah. And come back to center. And then we're just going to lie here. If you're not comfortable here, or if you want a pillow underneath your head, if you want to come back to seated, we're going to get ready for the meditation. And really, the purpose of a physical practice is to have our body be ready to be still and to be present. So close your eyes, let your arms drop by the sides of your body. You can let your legs come out if you like. And just follow your breath and follow the words.
So I'm going to lead a meditation. Sapan, if you can put the picture up, a nature picture or something. Please try and get comfortable, whether you are sitting up or laying down. Slowly focus your awareness on your breath. And if you would like, close your eyes. And maybe take a few deep breaths. Making you aware of the sensation of breathing. Feeling your lungs fill up as you breathe in, your abdomen expand, And as you breathe out, feel the air rushing out through your nostrils, collapsing your lungs and your abdomen. And just feeling that wave of inhaling and exhaling within your body. Just riding that wave. You can return to your normal breath, keeping your focus on your breath. Leaving all the tensions and worries of the day behind you. Allowing yourself to just be in this moment. Not doing anything, not trying to get anywhere. Just being in this moment with your breath. Just feeling that breath in and out of your body. If it is hard for you to focus on your breath, you could also try counting. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you breathe in, and 4, 3, 2, 1 as you breathe out. Or you can chant a mantra in your mind. I like Soham, so I say so as I'm breathing in, and hum as I'm breathing out. So, hum, so, hum. And when other thoughts come to your mind, which they will, because we cannot shut off our mind completely, just see if you can watch your thoughts from a distance without getting involved with them, as if you're sitting on a riverbank and just watching the water flow by. You're not going to go in for a dip into your thoughts. You're just watching the water go by. And keeping your focus on your breath. Just breathing in and out. And as you do this, you may become aware that with each breath out, your body relaxes a little more. You sink in deeper into the chair or the bed that you are lying down on. Let your limbs relax. Let yourself sink into the earth. Letting go of all the tension in your muscles. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your facial muscles, your jaw, your eyelids. Relax your lower back. Your pelvis, your legs, your feet. Just let go of any control over your body and let it sink in to the sofa or the chair that you're sitting on. And every time you become aware that you've gotten lost in some thought, just gently, kindly, without any judgment, bring your attention back to your breath. Just riding that wave within your body, staying aware of how it feels to breathe. You may want to remind yourself that there are still a number of things in this life, in spite of all the uncertainties in this world right now. There are still a number of things that you can count on. And feel safe. And maybe you want to repeat these words after me. I am safe. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I have a home to live in. And I'm connected. I have friends and family that I can count on. Let's end this meditation with 3 ohms. So take a deep breath in.
Go through the 3 sounds of Om, the Ah, the O, and the M, from the belly, the throat, and the heart, and through the mind. Inhale. Deep breath in. One more. universal to each other and all.
Namaste. And Jai Jinendra.
And Jai Jinendra, thank you all for being here.
Namaste. Thank you very much, Pranavai and Parulben. Parulben, a question came, which I think you probably is the best person to answer. Question was, should pranayam be first or yoga be first, or does it matter?
Usually I will do it at the end, but I thought that since we're laying on our backs at the end and then we're going straight to meditation, I didn't want to bring people up and down again. But truly, I believe that it's best when you feel it's right for you. There really cannot be a wrong time to do it.
Right.
So there are certain pranayams that you don't want to do, for example, in the evening, like Kapalbhati. You don't want to do it late in the evening because it will energize you. But other than that, and yes, if you're doing yoga and pranayam together, probably better to do it at the end of yoga.
Yeah, that was a specific question, that yoga and pranayam together, and I kind of said that I think it should be in the end, but we'll ask the experts. Okay.
Yeah, I like it at the end as well. I usually do that with my clients. But you know what? Sometime in the beginning is nice because it brings your body and your mind into that space to go into yoga. So I think what people need is what they should do ultimately. And yeah, and then there's certain breathing that is not good for certain health conditions either. So this is the one that I think is great no matter what. That's why we picked it.
Very good. Thank you very much, Pranavai, Parulben. I think this was wonderful, and I hope that our audience liked it. And we will get all of them back next Thursday at 6 o'clock. And please,
we won't have any technical problems next week.
and please tell them to write any comments that they have. It's really hard for us to know what people need or what worked best for them, and so they can write comments to you, and you can let us know. We're here for them, so we want to do the best we can for them.
Right, and apologies for the technical issues today.
It happens. It always happens the first time at least, so it's expected.
Next time it won't happen. Next time it won't happen.
Yeah. All right.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.